Best traditional USA foods. Traditional American dishes you need to try. The first thing that comes to mind when you think of American cuisine are classics like burgers, fried chicken, hot dogs and pancakes. Like many things American, the cuisine also has influences from elsewhere. German, British, Italian, Dutch, French, and Caribbean are only some of the cultures that have contributed to the food that is now considered typically American. Here's our roundup of popular American foods that you will find across the country. Buffalo chicken wings. A buffalo wing in American cuisine is an unbreaded chicken wing section, flat or drumette, that is generally deep fried and then coated or dipped in a sauce consisting of a vinegar-based cayenne pepper hot sauce and melted butter prior to serving. They are traditionally served hot, along with celery sticks and carrot sticks with blue cheese dressing or, primarily outside of New York, ranch dressing for dipping. Buffalo wings are often called simply wings, hot wings, or chicken wings. Tater Tots. Yes, we love French fries too, but for an American variation on the traditional spud, you have to try Tater Tots. These grated potato mini balls, which are cylindrical in shape and fried with a crispy exterior, are found in breakfast spots, fast food joints and diners. Tater Tots are grated potatoes formed into small cylinders and deep fried, often served as a side dish. The name Tater Tot is a registered trademark of the American Frozen Food Company or IDA, but is often used as a generic term. Tater is short for potato. Hot dogs. Nothing complements a summer cookout or a baseball game better than an all-American hot dog. Although the creation is credited to the German Charles Feldman, who used buns to serve German sausage, hence also referred to as Frankfurter or Frank, to save on plates, it was Polish immigrant Nathan Hanwicker's hot dog stand Nathan's on Coney Island that turned the hot dog into a national icon. There are regional variations of it, for example, New York style with ketchup and relish and Chicago style served on a poppy seed bun with absolutely no ketchup. Apple pie. You've probably heard the phrase as American as apple pie, and it's not without reason. Probably the most iconic of American foods, apple pie was first introduced in the States by British and Dutch immigrants. However, over the years it's been transformed into a distinctly American food. An apple pie is a pie in which the principal filling ingredient is apples. The earliest printed recipe is from England. Apple pie is often served with whipped cream, ice cream, apple pie à la mode, or cheddar cheese. It is generally double crusted, with pastry both above and below the filling. The upper crust may be solid or latticed, woven of crosswise strips. The bottom crust may be baked separately, blind, to prevent it from getting soggy. Deep dish apple pie often has a top crust only. Tart tatin is baked with the crust on top, but served with it on the bottom. Apple pie is an unofficial symbol of the United States and one of its signature comfort foods. Barbecue ribs. Barbecuing food has been one of the country's oldest traditions and has now evolved into an art, with barbecue fanatics and lovers all over the country partial to their favorite styles. But whether you like Kansas City's hearty offering, Memphis sweat ribs, or North Carolina's vinegar base, one thing we can all agree on is that barbecue in America is definitely something that brings out a lot of passion. Reuben Sandwich. The classic corned beef, Swiss cheese, and sauerkraut sandwich is synonymous with American delis. There might be debate about whether this was invented in Nebraska by a grocer named Reuben Kilakowski, or perhaps the brainchild of Arnold Reuben, the German owner of New York's now closed Reuben's Delicatessen, who came up with it in 1914, but either way, this sandwich is an American staple. The Reuben sandwich is a North American grilled sandwich composed of corned beef, Swiss cheese, sauerkraut, and Thousand Island dressing or Russian dressing, grilled between slices of rye bread. It is associated with kosher-style delicatessens, but is not kosher because it combines meat and cheese. Biscuits and Gravy. A southern favorite, the original biscuit was brought to the country by the British, and the sawmill gravy was created as a cheap and filling breakfast option in the food-strapped colonies of the South during the Revolutionary War. The biscuits are traditionally made with butter or lard and buttermilk, the country gravy with meat drippings and, usually, chunks of fresh pork sausage and black pepper. Nowadays, biscuits can be found with all sorts of ingredients. Bacon and chive combination is a popular one. Meatloaf comfort food at its best. Most American households will have a family recipe for their version. Typically, it involves ground meat and seasonings, made into a loaf shape either using a loaf pan or hand-shaped, roasted and then topped with sauce or just ketchup. Meatloaf will usually take Americans right back to their mother's kitchen. Meatloaf is a dish of ground meat that has been combined with other ingredients and formed into the shape of a loaf, then baked or smoked. The final shape is either hand-formed on a baking tray, or pan-formed by cooking it in a loaf pan. It is usually made with ground beef, although ground lamb, pork, veal, venison, poultry, and seafood are also used, sometimes in combination. Vegetarian adaptations of meatloaf may use imitation meat or pulses. Grits. The first time you try grits, you probably wonder what the heck it is. For those who grew up eating grits, southern US, it's something they can't live without. A dish made from coarsely ground corn kernels, grits can be extremely versatile. Typically found in savory versions, they can also be made sweet. A classic dish is shrimp and grits, but grits are also a popular breakfast item, in place of oatmeal. Any which way, they are extremely satisfying. Grits are a porridge made from boiled cornmeal. Hominy grits are a type of grits made from hominy, corn that has been treated with an alkali in a process called nixtamalization, with the pericarp, ovary wall, removed. Grits are often served with flavorings as a breakfast dish. Grits can be either savory or sweet, with savory seasonings being more common. Grits are similar to other thick maize-based porridges from around the world, such as polenta and mailipap. The dish originated in the southern United States but is now available nationwide. Grits are often part of a dinner entree. Shrimp and grits, served primarily in the South. Hamburger. The popularity of the hamburger and cheeseburger in the USA is indisputable. Traditional, gourmet, fast food, with bacon, sliders, with green chili, Juicy Lucy style. The list of variations and toppings is infinite. If there is one food that we had to pick, burgers have to be the most American of them all. Clam chowder. Clam chowder is any of several chowder soups in American cuisine containing clams. In addition to clams, common ingredients include diced potatoes, salt pork, and onions. Other vegetables are not typically used, with the exception of celery. This can vary by family recipe. It is believed that clams were used in chowder because of the relative ease of harvesting them. Clam chowder is usually served with saltine crackers or small, hexagonal oyster crackers. The dish originated in the northeastern United States, but is now commonly served in restaurants throughout the country. Many regional variations exist, but the three most prevalent are New England or white clam chowder, which includes milk or cream, Manhattan or red clam chowder, which includes tomatoes, and Rhode Island or clear clam chowder, which omits both. Deep dish pizza. Chicago-style pizza is pizza prepared according to several different styles developed in Chicago, widely referred to simply as deep dish pizza due to its cooking style. The pan in which it is baked gives the pizza its characteristically high edge, which provides ample space for large amounts of cheese and a chunky tomato sauce. Chicago-style pizza may be prepared in deep dish style and is a stuffed pizza. Tacos. A taco is a traditional Mexican food consisting of a small hand-sized corn or wheat-based tortilla topped with a filling. The tortilla is then folded around the filling and eaten by hand. A taco can be made with a variety of fillings, including beef, pork, chicken, seafood, beans, vegetables, and cheese, allowing for great versatility and variety. They are often garnished with various condiments, such as salsa, guacamole, or sour cream, and vegetables, such as lettuce, onion, tomatoes, and chilies. Tacos are a common form of antojitos, or Mexican street food, which have spread around the world. Macaroni and cheese. Macaroni and cheese, also called mac and cheese in the United States and macaroni cheese in the United Kingdom, is a dish of cooked macaroni pasta and a cheese sauce, most commonly cheddar. It can also incorporate other ingredients, such as breadcrumbs or meat. Traditional macaroni and cheese is a casserole baked in the oven. However, it may be prepared in a saucepan on top of the stove or using a packaged mix. The cheese is often first incorporated into a bechamel sauce to create a mornay sauce, which is then added to the pasta. In the United States, it is considered a comfort food. Do subscribe Travel and Taste channel and like videos. For further videos, stay connected.